happy. Best of 5 once again. Let's go.
Alright guys, sorry for the delay. We had to be patient and wait, but it was well worth the wait, if you ask me. Twisted Meadows. Feels like it's the first time I'm seeing it in a while. Gonna start off our best of 5 here. This map normally played with quite a bit of expansion. This will be my first big question today for these two. How much is Forty gonna try to rely on an expansion, or is he rather gonna play old school one base?
Yeah, it is very, very, very hard to predict what's happening. I think the plan for Lin is clear. Fascia, a variation of Headhunters, and TC and Own. But what is Fortitude gonna do? You said it. So many options for the human to go for. What's the strongest? We don't really know. 40 oftentimes plays stuff that is not necessarily the meta. Was one of the first to introduce a Mountain King, for example, into other matchups. And speaking of which, that's what we get.
Indeed. MK first, which can be really strong, especially if you get the right levels, but you need to have a clean early. This pull, for example, always gives me a bit of anxiety. You really don't want to mess that one up. And you need to be on the ball all the time with this MK.
That was the downfall of Starbuck versus Lawlight, for example. Mountain King creep here, not super clean. And Lin, does he have an idea? And can you even punish that with the map being so big and the rush distance so long?
Now, if he heads here right away, he can take out some peasants maybe, but of course the MK also has the Stormbolt surround threat. A unique ability for human, very unlike the Archmage if you go for a different first hero. Item, by the way. Quite good potentially as well.
How many peasants will fall? 1 hurt, 1 killed. There's plenty more opportunity. 3 peasants might be dead here as the wolves are hungry.
Early Shadow Priest for Lin, quite nice. He pulled the camp and got the Shadow Priest there. But, of course, no water elementals to use this against. For healing, though, I guess still good. Is it worth the 200 gold, though, for healing? Worth discussing.
There will be 2 heal salves, but of course you can save up on a shop that way. And maybe it helps in the lumber department. Tech is running and 40 is building another farm. That's number 4, and 4 farms equals expansions.
And the belt on the MK, by the way, really good. Mid-game, late game, I would say even early game. I think for the MK only, I almost said this is the best item. Never mind, the Sobi Mask is the best item. But this is also really good. Makes it nice and tanky. It's also a bit of HP regen. And of course, damage. And I like the confidence here by 40. He's gonna expand. He knows Lin is aware, but he still will do it.
Yeah, that is indeed a very different Fortitude than in their past semifinals at WGL when it was still offline there. He was hesitant, he was trying cheeses. You know, sometimes you get a feeling that the game is already decided when it's map 1 and 3 minutes in, because one guy feels like he has no chance anyway, and you can notice it real quickly. 40 is here to play.
And very interesting by Lin, by the way. Unlike almost every other orc, he's not going for the harass during the expansion creep, but rather he's just creeping himself. And I think that makes a lot of sense against the MK. If he comes in here to harass the MK, he's gonna get Stormbolted over and over, lose a bunch of units. Now he's trying to get level 3 perhaps first. And level 3 with the wolves is really strong against him.
As there are no water elementals, of course. Level 2 it is. Big heal potion and a Cloak of Shadows. So even if he gets surrounded, he can just hide. Good stuff in Lin's inventory.
MK is coming though. Strong Stormbolt. That should be an easy prize here right away. Deny on the Shadow Priest. Still dead though. The big kill is the Berserker. Oh, and a steal as well. Ooh. And those steals are a big deal, dude. Level 3 for the Farseer, still far off.
3.1. bashes in.
Farseer, more like far away. Am I right?
Oh. Remo with the cheap jokes. You can see it's carnival season coming up.
I'm gonna skip carnival this year, dude. Last year was too destructive.
Okay, that's good for you, good for us, of course. Here comes the Bash Bolt! No way! Oh my god, he got him! And Lin calls the game! He calls the game! Production isn't ready. We weren't ready.
Well,
You are talking about destructive. This Mountain King was hella disruptive. 1040.
That wasn't even 6 minutes. Was Lin here perhaps too passive? He wanted to give the MK in a free level 3, but wanted to creep himself and get the levels, but 40 with perfect scouting, perfect reactions. And Lin here, rare to see, gets just kind of outplayed and his plan isn't working out. It looked almost like a miscalculation.
The rise of 40. It keeps on happening. 2 maps away from a top 3 finish. All the humans had high hopes on him. He, of course, had high hopes for himself. And he keeps on delivering, man. Every single game he plays. Whether that's against 120, or the other guys in the group, or against Lawlight, where he was challenged. It's a good start.
Yeah, very good start indeed. Alright. This one now will have to be shrugged off. Weird game. Looked to me like Lin was really surprised by this MK. He kind of harassed the peasants. That didn't do too much. He went for a Shadow Priest. That didn't really help. Then he went for creeping. That didn't lead to level 3. Just everything kind of not working out the way he was hoping. Northern Isles for our second map. Also known to sometimes see MK play, but rather rarely, I guess.
These two players are the biggest threats to Happy in this tournament. Both have a very, very good track record against him. 40 even the better one, as he's currently on a 4-0 win streak against him, starting off with a bang here. Northern Isles is next, home turf of Orcs in many matchups, so here as well. Quite some pressure on Lin now.
Yeah, not starting off the day too well, but of course we just saw a reverse sweep. It was earlier Cow getting the 2-0, but then Happy coming back. Lin has also been in these situations plenty of times before. Best finish for Lin in the TP leagues was a grand final once, right? Ooh, trying to rely on my memory. That's not a good idea.
In the finals, you mean? There was only Happy 1-0.
I mean in the monthly.
In the monthly. Yeah, Moon got to a final, 1-0 got to a final.
Yeah, Lin in March of last year. Quite a while ago.
That was even the old TP League season.
They played out the whole... no, never mind. Never mind! That was... I thought there was a best of 5. Anyways, doesn't bear talking about. We're getting ready now. I think... Never mind, sorry. No, we are.
We are. Okay, map number 2. Time for Lin to strike back. War Chief lead the Horde to a tied up series. Or will 40 take it 2-0 just like his countryman Kaho did before?
Alright. Now we're gonna have a different build here by Lin. Ooh, he's going for the fast tech, isn't he? No barracks for Lin. He's gonna go for a Farseer. Fast tech, which opens the door far and wide for a fast expansion. If 40 should go for a fast expansion, there's basically nothing that Lin can do about it. But of course 40 is not yet aware.
We're switching heroes on the human side from MK to Archmage. This has been more established, of course. A couple of summons. And if you're in Lin's shoes, and you were surprised on map 1 already, you gotta scout and you gotta figure out what your opponent is doing. Because this could still be another Mountain King since it's 40 if you're really wild. Could be fast expansion, could be tier 2 push. So many opportunities. Can't be fooled again.
You fool me, you can't get fooled again. That's just wisdom. Barracks coming now. Also gonna make a war mill though, right? Seems like that must be. The AM starting off with a small camp, and the Farseer is going to be on the job and harassing the AM right away, I imagine. While we see 40 here aiming for a very fast tech on farms.
Claws. Very nice drop for him. Militia take the rest of the camp. Archmage is already contesting for a little bit of early damage. The more you hit the wolves here, the less they can do. But you're right. Fastest tech in the book for the human side as well. 2 farms and no arcane tower. Gotta use the militia to clean this up.
Insanely important last hits. If the Farseer gets one, that would be sensational. Ooh, there was almost a way to get it. AM picks it up though. No peasants dead yet.
40's last hits. Grandiose.
Level 2.
Right on. No real chance for Lin to get anything done here. Undershooting a little bit on damage, maybe. But as always, almost no reaction by Lin. Not getting deterred. Just keeping up pressure.
Scouting with the wolves. Want to figure out what the next buildings are. Is there going to be a blacksmith? Is there going to be a lumber mill?
Maybe both. And 40 just keeps on creeping. Oh, all the games against Happy reforged him in this regard. Perfect last hits so far. No real chance for Lin to get anything done. I say it and oh boy did I curse him. That's the steal. I think he wasn't paying attention.
Got one peasant also in the main. So a little bit of experience here for the Farseer. AM of course still far ahead. 40 grabs that one as well. 2.2 AM decent levels. Good items. But good scout here also by Lin with the grunt across the map. He's making sure he's aware what the Archmage is up to here. Second grunt. No headhunters at all yet, despite that war mill.
You got it.
Wait, did he cancel the war mill? He's got uneven resources.
No, it's up. Bit odd.
Alright, tier 2 about to finish. Fortitude going with the 2-farm tech into rifles. MK, that's something we've seen plenty of times before on this map.
He cancelled the burrow.
The opportunity to start creeping him up sooner.
Okay, Water Elemental continues to poke in the base. We see a Beastery, Lodge, Radar, Kodo, and Shaman. On the other side, Rifle Caster 1 base.
So far, I think though there's a good start for 40. He was able to be quite active with his Archmage harassing here, getting some XP. Of course, he got the early level 2. And Lin was ready to allow this. If we see the Orcs play more aggressively, with Grunt Headhunters at the start, oftentimes level 2 even can be difficult to achieve. So I think 40 is fine with how this game went so far. Next step will be the end. MK the carry on the one side against TC on the other.
And then, of course, it's an arms race to level 3 and their weapons of mass destruction respectively. Clap and Stomp. But it's a tame game thus far. A little bit of poking. Nobody's really committing much to it. And for that, I'd say Archmage is in a good spot.
I like the jumpstart here for the MK as well. MK was coming out, the militia were already in position at the creep camp. Super fast creeping here for 40. And despite the TC being faster, it's the MK on level 2 first. Finds a Scroll of the Beast, which can be really strong for a rifle tank.
Is he playing it on tempo? For that, he needs some more levels. Militia coming from the base as the techs are unfolding. Upgrades are coming in. Adept upgrade for Lightning Shield and Snare, of course. And Lin shouldn't be in a position where he wants to engage here, so more creeping it is.
A good scout by Lin. With the wolf, he saw what 40 was up to, sees the fast creeping. MK picks up the pendant as well, by the way. Good item for him. And Lin decides not to interfere, but rather creep quickly himself. Get the big consumable here. This can be a fight-changing item. One of the wind can be quite good against the MK.
Exactly, as there is no dispel at the moment, little dispel at all. And Lin is the one deciding to expand now on tier 2. Has become more and more the norm. Oh, Archmage. Alright, saving it. Invul Potion and Heal Scroll. That's a lot of consumables in 40's inventory.
Yeah. If a fight breaks out at 50, I would definitely favor 40, especially if he gets Mountain King 3. But he's not there yet. And so much about the experience on the second heroes. MK got the lead first with level 2, but now the TC is catching up. Close now, very close to level 3. 40 needs to find that level for himself.
Next item. Ring. Nice to have.
Sick items for the MK, dude. These are mega items.
More everything, basically. And yeah, if you are the centerpiece of the army, always in the middle of the mosh pit, getting more resistance to physical damage is amazing. TC level 3 now, healing quite nicely with the Ring of Regen himself. But everything is exposed. 40 knows about the expo, Lin knows about the units in the tech and the state of the game. And he gotta weather the storm and hold this push.
Long Rifles isn't quite finished yet. Should, though, seemingly be ready for the fight when it actually breaks out. MK got 3. TC got 3. Both with good items. This is where normally we expect the militia. Beautiful Dispel against the Wand of the Wind right away. The MK is not disabled. Scroll the Beast as well. TC, so hurt already. Beautiful block. He can't get to the Rifleman. With the Illusion and the Footies, the TC is controlled.
So well done. Speed Scroll now. Wand of the Wind again. This time not Dispel, but he gets the Kodo as a prize instead. Lightning Shield Raider onto the Priest. They are far away now. Mountain King trying to connect. Another Lightning Shield here. Lin's Raiders are severely hurt, and he has no Heal Scroll or any source of healing.
Here comes the Storm. Finally a good one. There's going to be one more, but it seems like the start of the fight was so good for 40 already. Perfect execute, by the way. The way he controlled the TC there, amazing. One more Storm. More kills now for Lin, trying to take this fight back, but he has to TP out. The TC was too hurt. He's going to get back home, try to heal. Both on 40. The expansion starting to mine, but just barely.
Ooh, Lin is on 40. I'd rather say 40 is on Lin. This expansion only starting to pay off now. Here comes the shop for some potions. Needs some more recovery, needs some more sustain. This, of course, goes into the cost where you can't put it into army. Farseer close to 3. TC, 1 Storm soon.
Good clap here to start things off, trying to take out the shop. That seems very smart indeed. Does he have the time for some mana potions? Mountain King, did he get something? Yes, 1 potion. Couldn't afford a second, I think. Ooh, potion almost getting stolen. He tried to use the pendant. Scary moment. Stomp is there again. Farseer 3. Oh, that's a huge level up now for the Wolves.
Oh, Lin brings it back here, I guess. No control magic, but the clap is magnificent. Rifle being taken out. Oh, not getting the radar. Interesting. 40 seems a bit scared of the Horde.
They're now playing a really good game, but the MK is still looking for more claps and more kills. Ensnare for Ensnare, finding these kills. Lin seems to be turning the game around. He's got the 2 base income now, which is such a big deal, with still lots of units alive.
With everything on the line, Lin prevails for now. Will there be some... Oh, there are no bashes, but there's more clap, leading to a kill. But as you said, every Ensnare is a guaranteed human unit death. Hard to deal with the wolves now. Easier to deal with the water elementals thanks to single target purge. Oh boy, is this game neck and neck or what?
Clap again, so many kills. 32 supply versus 40. Especially Fortitude has almost nothing left as it seems. The Ring of Regen here on the TC is so good.
Yeah.
A little bit of passive healing over time, and it seems like Lin is taking charge.
Razor sharp this defense. Level 4, okay. Maybe a Hail Mary Stormbolt. He needs this Brilliance Aura to work a little bit longer. Wanted to deny this backfires. Creep's woken up. TC maybe in a bit of a precarious situation if he takes more hits, but he's moving himself to the left-hand side to safety. What about the FS though? He dead.
Gets a big kill here, level 4 for the Archmage. He levels up, gets level 2 Water Elementals now, I guess. But of course there's still Shaman to counter, and there's so much gold on Lin. Look at that. Almost a 700 gold bank. Revives the Farseer slowly from the altar. Fortitude got a bunch of kills, but suffered so many losses.
And no lumber. Hard to recover now. Another rifle getting killed while chasing the radar, which has of course been saved because Lin is God mode. But we are oh, no. Did it? Okay, he killed it eventually, I think. That would have been such a Lin move to save that one as well. 40 still pushing, but just very gently.
Taking out some peons. He's very close away at the very far away at the moment from level ups. And is waiting for the Farseer to return. Can he buy time for the expansion to hold until then? I would think so.
How does 40 fix his lumber is the next question. Stormbolt, another kill. 40 has a TP, uses it now as there's no potential after the Mountain King's mana has been depleted. All of the units so hurt. All Lin's recovery potential is enormous.
10 supply lead already. It might be growing. Fortitude is rebuilding as well, but he's got 0 lumber permanently. Maybe called a few too many militia. Maybe just one peasant staying at home could have been the better decision. But without the Farseer here, Lin is still not looking too good in these fights.
It's only 10 seconds though, then he's back. Water Elemental is always good XP. Solo XP on this TC who makes it to 4.6 already. Having a hard time seeing 40 turn this around once again with the Expo running and no counter expansion in play. Grunts sniping these rifles, Raiders sniping the priests. Lin's control is superb.
Big cow now on level 5. The Stomp here gets really crazy. Trying to surround him and kill him. Can that work?
He's blocking himself a little bit. Can he reach again? No mana, no more. That was the last attempt, really, from this Mountain King. The cow is too tanky. Double heal scroll. Invul potion. Supply lead. What can save 40?
Level 5 MK maybe, but he's far away from it still. Oh, that's a sick stomp. That might be the stomp to finish the game.
Also
the protected by the invuln if he has the reflexes for it.
Also the wolf crits were a little bit too much. GG. Lin ties it up, and we're down to a best of 3. Kinda what we expected. Northern Isles, hard to beat orcs there.
Third map now going to be 40's choice. Ooh, and this is a rare sight in this matchup. Echo Isles it will be. Orcs oftentimes veto this because of the availability of Shadow Priests. Shadow Priests a really big deal in the early game. And of course Echo also known for a very good expansion. I think I'd like to see an MK here. Go MK, expansion. And again, then if, similar to Twisted Meadows, even if Lin steals the Shadow Priest away, it won't be that effective.
I could see that. I could certainly see that. On map 1 it worked so well. Got a mercenary camp here as well if you need. Can expand if you want to. It is maybe a little bit easier to push than Twisted Meadows to just due to the size. If Lin expects it now and has it in his playbook, maybe a Firelord follow-up. But those are some out of the norm strategies, I'd say. It's certainly down to 40 to dictate the pace of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is shaping up to be a good series. Guys, we're hoping for a 5-mapper once again. 1-1, tied up. We'll find out next. It takes match point between these two. I briefly mentioned earlier that recently the win record has been insane for Lin versus 40. Last 20 matches, Lin had a 90% win record, but Fortitude is in the shape of his life right now.
Yeah, he's never been better. He was always impressive when he put his heart into the game. Always defining Human Mirror. Always one of the best in Human vs. Undead. Can he take that even one step further? Otherwise, a gruesome lower bracket is waiting with Focus, Lawlight, Infi, Fly, and Kaho, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't say no to a Happy versus Lin match as well.
Yeah, whatever we get, we're gonna be blessed with one hell of an encounter. As I consult the Oracle and ask for the future, I see that once again we're gonna have a little break here, unfortunately.
Ah.
Seems like the connection to War3 Champions servers is not quite flawless today.
Toxie, what are you even doing? if not provide great conditions. Get on it. He's always backseating here in chat, right? And not taking care of the real important things.
What about those servers, bro? Servers need love as well. We all need love, including servers. To the koala challenge. That would be pretty sick right now. Difficult to do though, without being in person.
I don't have any koalas left, unfortunately. So sad.
The good news is, you can always get more. Just gotta go to the store and buy those wonderful koalas.
Wonder who the one with the problems is. Both not really known for that, to be honest.
I don't know. There's a possibility it's one of the admins, but we normally had never issues with them. Well, they lagged out a few times, but other than that. Toxie too busy setting up the Malaysia server. There's gonna be a Malaysia server?
I think that points towards Toxie's love for Jabba, who's in Malaysia, and he wants to provide good conditions for Jabba. You don't know who Jabba is, right?
No, Jabba Lick, of course.
Okay. Dude, there's every day there is a discussion between Jabba and Ina, and it's one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen in a Warcraft scene. Oh, boy. Man, even I am nervous about these games. How can these players do it?
Yeah, you gotta keep your cool now. Play your best. Rely on your practice. Forty's been practicing quite a bit. Lin has not been practicing so hard. Sometimes it benefits Lin to take a step back from the game and recenter mentally, not burn yourself out. Seems like this is one of these tournaments where again he came in fresh, looked extremely good in the group stage, and found his way here as well. Only one map lost so far in the playoffs. This Fortitude's been facing more opposition, I guess, in the playoffs compared to the group stage. In the group stage, he only dropped a single map back then in Group B. But against Lawlight, that was a quite close affair.
It was... If not even a Demon Hunter level 6 can save you,
Dude
what
that
can?
Turtle Rock game. Are you kidding me, bro? That Turtle Rock game?
So good. Oh, it was so good. I was physically and mentally burned after that game. 32 minutes back and forth, super invested into both of them. It was a great match to cast yesterday.
If you haven't seen it yet, guys, after today's cast, check out the 40 versus Lawlight game. That was quite something.
Yeah, this was probably the best rifle caster push games I've ever seen. It's usually relatively binary, because it either works or it doesn't after the one or two fights, but that tug of war went on for 18 minutes or so. It was just gorgeous.
And then the mass banish of the meta. That was so funny.
Gold! Guys, in your opinion, what was the best game of 2023? I haven't seen the Fly Sock game that everybody is raving about. For me, it's probably Soin vs. Moon on Turtle Rock with multiple level 10 heroes.
Oh yeah, that was sick. Oh yeah, that was so sick.
And then there's X3 Demon after the game. Oh, it wasn't that good. Some players made some mistakes. Okay, dude. Okay.
I don't have a favorite game.
You just don't. You don't remember?
I forgot a lot of them.
Yeah, me too, man.
I had one for last year. Last year it was Exlor versus Sock for me. But that was 2022. Excuse me. 2 years ago. Last year, though, no.
Did nothing stand out for you, really?
In my crystal ball, Neo, I see in around 4 minutes, we shall be ready.
Great. Yeah, the cast games were pretty nice for sure, but yeah, for me it was So Inverse Moon. What was your favorite map, guys? You got 4 minutes. Also, of course, from a gym community standpoint, the Baron versus Peten game was amazing.
Legend.
Absolute legend. Dude, how can you throw a game so hard? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, Baron.
Take a special kind of skill.
I'm gonna eat my words so hard. I got a league match later in the creep camp thing, and I'm feeling very confident. To be honest, I am going into this as the favorite. But last week I was I'm playing against Paracupa. He's human.
Okay.
And I play good old. I gave up on playing meta strats. I only play what I feel like is good and fun. So I play DK Tet Fiends into late game Pit Lord. And I got a very good win rate against human all of a sudden. So
okay.
It depends, of course, on the name of the Pit Lord. If it's Ascalor, it's an easy win. If it's Destromath, I can just tap out.
Yeah. You know that guy, Destromath, was getting bullied at school. How the hell is he gonna provide?
Yeah, if you have math in your name, like, you don't have friends.
Nerd. All right. Where is this game? Okay, not quite yet. Gotta wait a little bit longer, guys.
Little bit longer. Marcy says the game on Northern Isles where Starbuck as Elf towered happy and the game was, oh yeah, like 30 minutes with catapult action. That was an insane game too. I forgot about that already.
What's up with all these Doom Tremor emotes?
Doom he's becoming quite a famous streamer now, I think. As he's also in chat as Doom Hogan.
Okay. Wait, do I have to be a sub to do that? Yeah, right? Oh, no, can't do it.
Not even a Doom Train sub. My god. This is quite funny, actually.
The instant worrying one is also good.
There's a guy in the NFL now called Dude Person. That's amazing.
No way.
That's my second favorite name.
Doesn't say that on the jersey? Bro.
Dude Person, that's awesome. That's my second favorite name right after Macaulay Culkin.
Wait. Position, defensive back. Oh my god. He's actually called Dude Person. No.
Dude, his parents are the
best. Comes from Mississippi, of course. All right.
Why, of course?
Dude Person. I think it's the poorest and least educated state in the US for the last 200 years or something, right?
I can educate you on the state of the game. It's coming! What? Enough with the talk, everybody. Talkcraft over. Best of 3 on. 40 wins the neutral map. 1 Lin takes his first losers pick. Now ball is in 40's court. And his court is apparently Echo Isles.
Ooh, alrighty. Took a little while. Apologies, guys. Today we have some connection issues to War 3 Champions, unfortunately. But with a bit of patience and a bit of trust, we still get the map 3. Alright, pressure's on. Winner here takes match point, obviously. Question was the heroes. Will we see an MK again? Seems like the answer is yeah. Once more. Nice.
Just as we suggested. I don't think 40 had any connectivity issues. He just wanted to see what our suggestion is and our coaching is for him.
Alright. Coach Remo says, Steal the Shadow Priest. And by steal, I mean get it from your camp. And don't get it stolen. Orcs normally, this is the one map, they go for a Peon Scout. Because they want to be thieves. They want to steal that Shadow Priest. This first Shadow Priest is actually such a big deal. Whoever gets it gets a big lead early.
Okay, then. You saw the conditions there. Ping difference of 0.03. That is super nice. But okay, can he steal this Shadow Priest indeed? Mountain King not there yet. Creeps woken up and Shadow Priest to 40.
Nice. Fortitude halting production for a little bit to make sure he gets the Shadow Priest. And I think that's well worth it. The Farseer is coming. This makes for an awkward creep now. First Stormbolt flies. Going for the Geomancer. Some also call it the Goblin Boss.
No, that was the Taskmaster. That was the Taskmaster. Get your poking right.
Oh, and a sick item, dude.
Oh
Ring of
God.
Regen. That is amazing. Early game. Lyn would love to take out the Shadow Priest. Of course, we got the Dispel now available. And the wolves will look for a snack.
Love to see it. So much sustain on that MK now with the Shadow Priest healing and the Ring of Regeneration. Still, couple of losses here. One peasant only though, so absolutely worth it.
Okay, should be getting level 2 here in a moment. With the fully damage against the medium armor from this camp, this works out pretty well. Farseer unable to find too much just yet.
I agree. These 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So far, the 40 show. Things are going very, very well in his direction. New wolf summoned though, but there's plenty of Stormbolts left.
And since it's Stormbolt threat, I think that's why Lyn is not going for Headhunters. Those will be killed too easily. The Grunts, of course, being the much beefier of the units. Fortitude's expansion, though. He has to go for Expo, right? Oh, he gets the Berserker as well. That's such a big deal also. Not sure if even Lyn could go for it. Maybe he's just gonna get Stormbolt killed, you know?
Yeah, that's a lot
Lyn
of...
looking for the kill now.
Ooh, can he outmaneuver him somehow? Stormbolt, nice. Farseer can, of course, still attack from range. The Grunt in position, misses it!
And the Militia coming in to creep the Natural. Really good game so far by 40, I would say.
Yeah, the expansion probably not as fast as you want it to be, but 40 has always been the king of making decisions when to expand, and this last hit also goes to him. Close to level 3 now, but Lyn could get 4 to 5 kills here.
If he gets one Grunt, that's level 3. Where are the Stormbolts? He was holding on to them for a long time. Gets almost 2 surrounds here, I guess. Wait, is this a double surround?
No way.
Both Grunts?
He got Bash as well. This could be very
my God.
problematic. I thought for a second he's aiming for that Farseer, but maybe it was just a foolery to turn around and get the second Grunt. 2 Grunts dead. Huge win for 40.
Lyn is going all in, baby. We're going for a Fire Lord, I suppose. No, Panda. Oh, okay. Panda second. Proxy Bestiary. But this was not the best start for Lyn at all.
I have not seen that in ever. A shop there? For sure. A proxy bestiary? Okay, talking brute force.
Oh, Breath of Fire. Oh, lag. 40's lagging.
No way. Oh no. Oh no.
Bro. Oh, if you have to regame that. Dude.
Oh.
That game was so good. For 40. Alright, hopefully it reconnects. Huh. Warcraft Champions Gods? Toxie? Please reconnect. Get in there. Hack the mainframe. The hacker known as 4chan.
It's not the servers, guys. The servers are totally fine. It's 40's connection to the servers. And of course, first and foremost, it's the fault of Blizzard not being able to provide us with a replay from, or restart from replay function. Don't blame a community initiative that crafted the best server infrastructure any RTS has. You fools.
Just gotta have faith, guys. Gotta have some faith. Pray to the Lord. And then we should be getting going here soon enough again. What a 6 start for 40, man. He got the steals on the creeps. 6 saves as well, keeping that Berserker alive. Might be dying now, thanks to that lag, perhaps. But MK3 got the expansion coming up. This is, of course, 40's map. And he's playing it very well so far.
Boy, that's so heartbreaking, man. Theoretically, you could rebuild the state of the game in the editor and let him play that.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
We back in, baby.
saved. Oh boy, okay, we back. And the panda is surrounded. Is this push just over?
Lots of losses here for 40 as well, to be honest. Who's it gonna benefit more in the end?
Stormbolt ready in 2.
Tower. Oh god.
Ooh. But that panda is gone. Last Stormbolt dead. Level 2 on the Farseer. Expo only half finished. But he's stabilizing.
8 peasants dead. Berserker, Footy, Tower. That was a really successful attack by Lin. Can fall back now to the shop where he can heal up right away. And Wyvern are coming.
Sick. There's very little to throw against that. Needs to go to the mercenary camp and be able to afford that somehow. But first and foremost, it's about the Expo and the towers. Lin all of a sudden in a great in a great spot.
Pretty much only Footies now to work with. Needs more peasants. Needs to call militia from the main. Oh, these grunts now very strong. Lin looking better and better.
It looked so good for so long. But Lin with this timing push, man, completely caught 40 by surprise.
Oh, the expansion has to be cancelled. Last second. 40 has almost no resources left. And what the hell do you do now?
That's the thing. He might get the Farseer. 5 mana away, no TP, no staff. But of course, there's the shop. Oh, is Lin getting greedy? Heal self, heal potion, and Farseer should be safe. Oh wow, not even that. Not even that is coming together.
When he was also supply blocked here for a little while. Tower gonna be cancelled as well. Lin now has everything speaking for himself. A rare, super aggressive push with the proxy bestiary here, working out perfectly.
The genius of Lin, man.
Lag.
To pull off this push at that time. That proxy Rex was never really scouted, was it?
Yeah, and I think the Berserker loss here is the key thing. Berserker was saved at the start, but they didn't heal him up. He needed to put 1 Shadow Priest on heal to save the Berserker, but that wasn't accomplished. That was the one piece of anti-air he had. Not just anti-air, but just, you know, damage against anything. 40's not giving up yet, though. Mountain King is a strong hero. He has to do it all by himself.
Oh yeah. And he needs mana. A lot of mana. Surround on the panda once again. Counter block with the grunt. Can he close it out? No! Farseer is there to the rescue. Everyone's on speed.
Sick.
And very happy about it.
Sick counter surround.
Gets a grunt for his efforts, but that's about it. Tier 2 tech now at 9 minutes. Ultimately late. But he gets the Berserker and maybe the mercenaries can save him somehow.
MK gets himself surrounded. 40 not looking. Looks like 40 is kind of losing patience.
Raiders now. For a lot of control. And Snare is ready. Panda leveling. Panda's still a very solid choice against rifle casters. Not even that it's falling off in a minute or so.
MK very hurt. Kill him and win the game.
Breath of Fire is so good. Chain Lightning is available. Only low damage, but better than nothing. Right clicks. Wyvern are the main force. And that's the MK dead. No chance for 40. That's the game. Damn. Very, very unfortunate events here, but Lin with a sick twist to this matchup. Proxy, Beastery, Panda push. Very disruptive.
Yeah. Well played at the start for 40, and then a really strong follow-up timing push by Lin. I would say both of you are playing really well, and just tiny mistakes making the difference. If the Berserker had been healed, and if the Peasants would have been defended a bit better when the Panda was attacking, and for example the tower would have finished, this could have been 40's game, just with a few small adjustments. It really sucks for 40 that his connection is bad today, of all days. Hopefully, it's going to be better next.
Yeah, it feels like it's a good connection, but it seems not stable. As we saw like a 35 ping there, which is more than fine. But yeah, if you lag and if you have spikes, that hurts.
Yeah.
Ooh, how the momentum of a series can shift. Hammerfall, last life available for 40. Gotta defeat Lin back to back. Otherwise, War Chief does it again and derails 40 in the tournament.
We're gonna get him at 5 here, dude. I can feel it. I can feel it, sweet baby. Hammerfall seems to be very popular nowadays for expansion play. Fortitude tried it twice already. Twisted and Echo. Once it worked, once it failed.
I mean, if there's a map to play a Mountain King on, just from a name sake, it's Hammerfall.
Yeah, for the name's good, but I think for the creeping, it's terrible.
We have to adjust that.
I think this has to be MK. Archmage.
Do you know the band Hammerfall?
Oh, wait, isn't that one of the bands that we used to play in ESL radio days?
That's right, dude. Hearts on Fire.
Yeah, that's a great song.
What?
I love that song.
You love that song?
Yeah.
All right.
It sounds so 90.
Hearts in the chat for Hearts on Fire. And for 40. Burning. He needs it. Yeah, burning with desire. I desire a map 5 just as much as you do.
That's what we all want. I think that's what we all deserve. We've been so good this year.
Of course, you want to make sure that there's no spike happening now. Oh, this is so stressful, man. This always feels like when you injured your knee, you know, even if it's recovered, you don't really trust it yet. Why are you smiling? As if I never hurt my knee? I played tennis, football, and table tennis, you know? I was a sporty person back in my day.
It was because of Chad.
Oh.
Shout out to Micro Jordan, who said, I can feel it down my plums. And that is a very obscure reference of Will Ferrell that I got, buddy. Thank you for that.
I mean, if you're called Micro Jordan, you got some humor. That's right.
All in 40. All my points. All right. Predictions up, guys. Who's going to win?
That's brave.
Map 4.
That's brave to bet all your channel points when Remo Demo is on the trigger. Love how you never feel bad about it. Just laughing every time.
What's the worst that could happen, you know? You just got to get the extension, the Chrome extension, auto-collect channel points. Just keep farming them, boy. Keep farming them, boys. Keep them coming. You as a streamer can't really see who's got the most channel points in the chat.
I don't think so, no.
Out of everyone, right?
Yeah.
Must be like somebody with millions.
I mean, there is gods who watched more Back to Warcraft content than we produced. I am pretty certain that he has a lot of channel points. There's some multiplier factors involved, but that all doesn't matter because what matters is the games. 40. facing elimination here on Hammerfall.
Ooh. He's gonna win, Neo. I can feel it. I can feel it. Baby, it would be 2-6 series today if we go back-to-back 5-mapper. No Mercamp this time. No early Shadow Priest, which I think Lynn is quite satisfied with. Shall be Archmage this time.
Archmage it is. Farseer again. No real reason for Lin to change the fundamentals. He is going for a Rags this time though. Grunt's coming. No super fast tech like on Northern Isles. A bit more stability.
I think humans lately have been creeping quite a lot of, level 3 into expansion. Orange, green, orange makes for a perfect level 3. Wait, that's a very early tower though. Okay, there's the third farm. Alright, now it makes sense, I guess. And
No
Lynn
fast
is skipping the war mill, right? It's gonna go for a fast tech here.
Fast tech with units, so not the fastest possible. On the other side, 40 not fast expansion, at least not very fast. Creeping level 2 first for Brilliance Aura, then later on he can still make the decision if he wants to pull the Golem or not, probably depending on how impactful Lin's harass is.
Watch Elemental unfortunately got ensnared, so he took more damage there than ideal. Let's see if that becomes relevant. Gloves for the AM. No tower yet. And the Farseer begins his harass.
Good to have a tower. And it's upgrading now. More harass. It's only wolves though, so that is fine. And no real impact yet apart from a couple of HP.
So we summon big last hit now. AM needs one more to get the level 2. Ford is playing very cautiously though. Trying to not overextend, trying to not engage the camp too aggressively. He wants to limit the damage he is taking. And we don't have a 4th farm yet, but it must be an expansion. I know there's a 4th farm. Never mind.
But again, a later one. Right hand side. Lin teching 2/3. Similar to how he played before, no signs of any proxy buildings here. No need for that, I guess, just yet. So this feels pretty similar to what? To nothing, really. To very different timings.
Alright, this is the crucial point in the early game. Expansion attempt now happening. That's a lot of militia. Holy crap, how many? 10 militia? Okay, seems like that should work then.
Wow, that's even more than back in Ancient Isle days. Yep, a lot of damage still. Water Elemental down. He will need these militia. Want to make ultra sure to get this expo up. His entire strategy relies on extra income. Lin almost maneuvered himself into a position where he could last it, but that is not the case now. Big threat of surroundings now. And then the TP would stop Lin, put a wrench in his gears. Oh, careful. Okay,
Nice creep by 40. I mean, it took a long time to clear this natural, but now it's cleared. And he lost only a single peasant. Oh, now it's 2 and 3. Well, once they start dying, they start dying quickly, I guess. But it's still kind of okay. He's still got plenty of peasants left.
And he got a lot of lumber to work with as well. Tower first here. Lin is going to brute force this with double bestiary. Doesn't see Water Elementals as a huge threat. Doesn't feel like he needs the spell.
What's the second hero? Is it Firelord?
Kind of smells burnt in here, doesn't it?
Looks like it. There he is.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure now.
And the AM is not level 3. That's the big deal. Because the green camp wasn't allowed earlier, Lin was harassing that at the start of the game. AM is now going to be stuck on level 2 for a long time.
What a boss in this matchup. With the Panda and with the Fire Lord. Lin is bringing the heat to 40. Brute force attacks here. Can 40 somehow deal with it? It doesn't look like for now. It's prior to the 6-minute mark. Fire Lord almost surrounded. Loses the ability to summon another lava spawn.
Big arcane burns. Exactly. Expo cancel, but I think not the worst thing. Also got the XP from the little lava spawn. Now 1 wolf will be enough for level 3. Playable.
Playable, but still. Raiders are coming alongside Ensnare. Archmage needs this level up somehow, and Firelord ain't done yet.
Sick calculation, by the way, by Lin. To see that he can just force the cancel there on the expansion just with right clicks. Thinking if he can do it again.
I am not too certain on this, but normal damage is ramping up. Grunts threatening the workers. Not a good workplace here, that's for sure. Peasants are falling. Level 3 Archmage. Is that finally the savior?
Certainly helps a lot. Also like the shop is coming up already. And now we got raiders. Plenty of them. 40's tech is late.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
7 minutes. Expo not up yet. But finally it is. Raiders could still take it down in masses as there's no fortification in front.
Thing is, the Orc heroes here are pretty weak. Double level 1 only, almost no mana, and there's no TC who's normally so good to provide the aura and maybe Stomp Shockwave. This Orc strategy is certainly on the timer.
Yeah. And the clock is ticking. Pillage is coming, so a few more resources for Lin with every attack. It's only an arcane tower, nothing threatening in the damage department. The big thing here is burning mana away. When can 40 tech? He's still waiting for lumber.
He's got the resources right now. And a lot of footmen here. What's Lin aiming for?
Archmage, so far.
Archmage with the heroes, Ensnares with the footies. That's a whole bunch of them.
Water Elemental's doing tremendous damage even though it's medium armor. Militia called again. And 40 is out of lumber. He's just playing this tier 1.
Yeah, I think it's not the worst call to not tech. Like, if you ever survive, you will win this game. This is Raiders Firelord. There's zero late game to this. It's just about surviving.
And slowly but steady, the Raiders are down at 50%. Archmage might be forced into a TP here to give up the position. And he does. The shop is necessary. Doesn't have that yet. Very defensive position now. But Lin can't break this.
Needs to be very careful with the Archmage now. If he gets caught out in the open, that could be an easy kill. And every footy, of course, can easily be ensnared.
Can you get some control on these Raiders? Can you take them out? That is 15th supply about to fall. And 40 has finally tagged at the 9-minute mark.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
40
Shop.
looking good.
Much needed. 40 here just has to hold on. But if ever he's asleep on the wheel and the Raiders get a connect, the expansion will be gone instantly. Second attack upgrade about to be done. And the lab being cleared. Ooh, now Zeppelins might also become a factor.
Wow, little Bucky-esque, huh?
Oh, the Raiders. Oh, the Raiders. Oh, Jesus Christ. Staying on the edge.
Oh, my lord.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
If you get heal wards now somewhere, would be so great. Not at this camp, though.
Okay, I would love to see lumber mills. Like 3 lumber mills. 2 at the expansion, 1 in the main base. Wall off these bases.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
Oh, 40. Not protecting his main at the moment. Raiders find a way in. There's a farm wall though in front. That's important.
The farm wall reminds me of something, that's why I had to giggle a little bit, but alright. Trying to get rid of the altar. But the Raiders have a different target. On to the hero. Oh, next to the shop. There's no potions available for a second.
Oh, he's going for it.
All in. This gotta work. Fire Lord
was part of the group, apparently.
He was attacking the altar. But okay, Lin got it. Second base wiped, but 40 has 1,000 gold.
Yeah, you can just rebuild it right away. And you can also start the MK.
Oh!
Altar's still up.
Didn't even get it.
Seems like Lin has fizzled out here. Looks like this timing
一位
is
玩家的部队
past.
正遭到攻击。
Or is it?
This MK will wreak havoc among the orcs. Whether it's clap or bolt, it doesn't really matter. Everything should lead to a lot of kills. Oh, repair and snare. TP, altar falls.
Okay, that's a big deal. Altar being power build. This is really expensive right now for 40. He's power building 2 buildings at the same time. Lots of gold has gone into this town hall. If it gets cancelled, that will be very painful, but the towers are here. There's also a bit of a wall. Expansion will be up again.
What now? We got the 2 bases back up. We will get the Mountain King out somewhere. How can you control Lin in a situation like this?
They're now trying to expand as well here at the gold mine. He's slowly getting into shaman tech. 40 adding sanctums. No Mountain King yet. Oh, there it is. All right. Scouting with water elementals. Fortitude wants to expose nothing out on the map right now. And I think he's going to scout the expansion as well.
And that he should be able to take this down. 10 footy, split watermantle, as you said. Heal scrolls, invo potion, but no TP anymore. Once this MK is out, what can stop the dwarf?
12 ensnares, perhaps, is the hope. But the footies, dude, the footies is still looking good.
Yeah.
Normally, when there's a TC involved, especially with level 3 and Stomp, then the footies quickly become useless with a bit of Chain Lightning as well. This Fire Lord really hasn't looked that impressive at all this game.
Yeah, 100%. And these raiders must be falling quickly. Can't allow to be surrounded and killed, but even killing this Mountain King will take forever with just raiders. Wherever these hammers fall, there's death and destruction.
一位玩家的部队
Yeah,
正
and slow, I think, is going to be the ultimate nail in the coffin. Once his army starts getting slowed down, then it should be pick-off season. But Fortitude also needs to respect the one big threat that there still is, and that is base kill. If the raiders get into a base and he doesn't react quick enough, that could be the difference maker. But of course, 40 here, far ahead.
2 winner bracket semifinals, 2 times game 5.
I knew it. I knew it.
Just a blessing how close the scene is at the top nowadays. Heal potion used. We're going to the Farseer, who has no way out. Neither a staff nor a TP. Do you want to hold the fort for 7 seconds?
Hold position, baby. Screw it.
Oh, Scroll of the Beast. Farseer on level 3 is dead. He's respecting the cost. He's portaling out. Dakota probably had a muncher as well. But Farseer is dead for almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, cost him a bit, 40, but of course he's got good resources. He can recover here fairly well. Let's heal up, get some clarities rolling, and the tech is about to kick in. Rifle, caster, the hardest of hard counters against this orc army. Lin needs to pull one hell of a miracle to win this game.
Fortitude wears this name for a reason. That looked pretty dire when he couldn't tech for a long time. Now rifle casters up, Stormbolt, as we said, is a kill. This Fire Lord doesn't scale too beautifully in the late game. That raider is safe. Nope, just took a little longer.
So many militia, dude. This whole game, there's always like a million militia running around.
Yeah. It's insane.
Once again, the Popo gonna force the criminals to run away.
Yeah, 40 is leading a police state. That is for sure. Wyvern coming now. Wyvern against close to level 3 water elementals and riflemen. I don't know about that.
Yeah, Lin is throwing something at the wall, hoping it sticks. He knows he's in a dreadful spot. Just gotta spray and pray. Oh, and he finds the connect to the town hall. All right, that's the one big strength. The Raiders can still try to take out this expansion quick. They might all die for it, though.
Yep, town portal repair, lightning shield on these, though. Second kill for Lin, but at what cost? Again, Mountain King finding a connection. Here's the clap, double kill. Very little mana, though. Oh no, they're all in there? Ay, ay, ay! You shall not pass! 7 raiders?
Small losses, Neo. Small losses.
And a wyvern. 7 raiders and a wyvern?
Medium losses. Medium losses.
Yeah. Dude. Oh boy. 69 food for 40. He can just push and kill.
Oh, Lin comes back for round 2. This is starting to get expensive.
More small losses?
Yep, indeed.
Well,
More
at
police.
I'm not too sure, man. At some point this will add up, but nice retreat. For now, at least. Nah. Come on.
Lin is getting a couple of nice maneuvers here. Canceling the expansion, really good. But man, is it always expensive.
He's catching up in food again. Somehow always has the resources. Very small inventory now. A straight up fight, obviously Lin is gonna get obliterated, but he's mixing in more and more shaman, making it
Is he really trying it?
I guess so.
Are you trying to fight? What?
It looks like it. We have a mana potion and a heal scroll on this Mountain King. We have a million peasants there as well. Lin, of course, mining the entire time. Heal potion swapped. If that's a Hail Mary on the Mountain King, well, cross your heart. This is not going to work. Shouldn't.
Maybe it is, though.
Shouldn't.
Million snares.
Can't. No way.
Oh, it's costing a lot, though. It's costing a lot.
Level 4. Another clap. No. He lost.
Purge!
much.
And stairs! Right clicks!
Firelord.
Incinerate!
No way! He turns around now, running into his own demise. Fastia also surrounded. Dude, he's just tanking this like a boss! Explodes into a million pieces.
Let's go!
Fastia level 6 indeed. Oh,
Kill him as well!
Oh!
Oh, the priest! Ah!
Oh!
5!
No way!
Bro.
More losses though. Mountain King back!
Small losses. Let's go. Keep going.
Yeah, we just wiped out 3,500 gold. 42 food eliminated on Lin.
All manageable still. Keep fighting.
Yeah. My God, you're a hopeful person.
Hope dies last. Oh, hope dies now. GG.
Nice. Oh my God, we get game 5 once again. What a day at TP League.
Super sick. Man, this is a glorious day. Glorious day for Warcraft action. I am enjoying these games a ton. I hope so are you guys. Fortitude takes map 4, brings us to our last map, Tight Hunters, for the decision of who's going to move on to the upper bracket final. Punch in that top 3 already. Face Happy next.
So unpredictable these games, man. But Lin, with the win on Echo Isles, earned himself the right to play the last map on his map choice. And that's gonna be Tight Hunters.
Okay, we saw 3 out of 4 Expo games so far. Tight Hunters also a decent map for it. I feel like if the Orc plays aggressively against it though, it might be worse than the other three. Echo TM, Hammerfall. Might not be an Expo creep in the end. Fortitude has a couple of options here. We've also been seeing some tech into level 3 play here. With militia creeping, you can get creative. There's lots of green camps on the map. And if you're feeling ballsy, there's even a lab at the start.
I don't want to be in these players' shoes now. The pressure is so high. This lower bracket is stacked. And if you win, you face happy. But these guys are not afraid of the Emperor. Not at all. They want to get there. Winner bracket final. Couple of days off when the others are playing the lower bracket. If 40 does it now and finally crushes Lin in a big tournament, he's really ascended to the tippity top. Not just one good matchup, not just two good matchups.
Yeah.
But the ultimate weapon.
Really cool. It has been so exciting to see him get this strong. You know, unfortunately for him, there's no other humans in this tournament. Human Mirror, that's where he loves to play. He's also had to become a master at the other matchups so far, seemingly he has. Beating Lawlight 3-2 in the previous round, now one step away from beating Lin. And if he wins here, oh, the praise is going to be raining in. But don't get ahead of yourself. You still have to deal with Lin here. The Orc Goat.
40, the marathon man. First the best of 5 against Lawlight, you called it, now this. A man of the people, bringing entertainment. But will he also bring the victory to his TikTok stream?
That's what really counts. Get
Right.
some more subs on TikTok. Wait,
Right.
are there subs on TikTok? I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's like little gifts, I think.
Let's go. Let's go. Make a TikTok challenge out of it, buddy. Challenge today, beat Lin. Turns out it's not that easy.
As far as I am informed, since switching to TikTok, 40 is the biggest streamer in China. Maybe after today also the biggest gamer in China. In the Warcraft sphere at least. Yeah. Hydrate. Remo is a good example for all of us. Hydrate up. We need to be razor sharp for map 5.
And so do these two. You gotta keep your nerves together. It's been a wild series, a wild ride. The brain tends to get fried here, but you need to keep your eye on the ball. Everything now down to map 3, map 5. What's the creep route? What's the counters? What do you have to be ready for?
Well, lots of different opportunities, of course, on both sides. 40 with the hero choices, Lin with not really the hero choices, Fastia is the only viable option. But tech timings, when the rags, do you build the rags, grunts, headhunters. So many forks in the road. Such a beautiful state that Warcraft 3 is in from that perspective, from a variety perspective.
Yeah, the meta here, very interesting these days. Fortitude, you know, the one thing he hasn't shown yet is just his old school style of one base and going breakers.
Yeah,
Although
one
seems
base
like
pressure
that's-
also, right? We haven't seen it much.
Yeah, no level 3 aggression, push stuff. Is this the time to bust it out? We'll see in about a minute, guys. We're almost ready.
Well, absolute legends, these two. Juggernauts. Bring their A game wherever they go. In my opinion, they could play best of 7, best of 9. I wouldn't mind, man, watching these guys.
Yeah, it's been quite the treat. TPL, last few days. This playoff stage has just been super fun. And of course, we're going to continue on for the rest of the week. 3 more days after today. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will crown the new champion.
Or we get the 3-time in Happy. But now we gotta decide Happy's opponent. Fortitude, upper left-hand side. After all is his nickname. Can he, after all, overcome Lin?
Let's enjoy the peace and quiet for as long as it lasts. 2 minutes until the heroes pop out in our wonderful game. And then battle will be on. Lin will have to be aggressive, figure out what's going on. Fortitude has the freedom to decide where this game is going. Could be an expansion, doesn't have to be. Could be an ambitious creep, doesn't have to be. How safe is he gonna play this now, with everything on the line?
First decision made by both players. Archmage Footies it is for 40. And Lin opens up with Farseer Headhunters once again. Probably the most stable build you can go for. And if you don't face a Mountain King, then Headhunters are really, really freaking good. 40 can still expand. And since this is 40, you can't even be sure where. Left-hand side or right-hand side.
Yeah, Lin's definitely gonna have to be scouting properly. He may not have Peon Scout out early, as Orcs almost never do, but the Wolves will be very helpful with this. He's gonna have 2 trusty friends by his side this whole time, and they're very speedy as well, it turns out. Zoom in across the map. Footy gonna be scouting for 40 as well, figure out what's going on. So he's not gonna go for the big creep. He's gonna go for a rather conservative open.
As he oftentimes does. Level 2. As much as he loves the gold, level 2 is more important, and that pretty much secures it. Lin rushing across. Not speed scroll rushing, but going for it. He's not even scouting with wolves where his opponent is. Just expecting him here at the lab, and it's not there.
Taking a bit of a gamble. That was not the case. We have a 2-farm fast tech for 40. This is gonna lead to a slightly faster human tech. And the AM, of course, has to run this early in the game. Don't want to fight the wolves and the grunts at the same time. They're a little bit too scary.
Claws are so good for this Archmage now. To fight the wolves, will we get some slow in? Creeps are waking up. That chase was a loud one, apparently. Lin teching, but Lin is teching slower than 40 does.
So earlier, on Northern Isles, we saw 1 base into rifles. This is certainly the norm that we see almost always nowadays. We'll see if, yep, this time as well. Here comes the blacksmith. Fortitude called the militia for something? Maybe just to deal with the wolves. A little bit annoying always for the Archmage, if you're left this long without an aura.
That's true, gotta be very conservative with your water elementals, and you need them to face the wolves. Grunt also hard to deal with. Going to the shop now. For boots?
Circlets. Wants to be a bit more beefy, a bit stronger in every regard. Oh, trying for a farm cancel here is Lin. Oh, it would be so huge. This is the 3rd farm. After the 2 farm tech. Oh my god. Huge supply block on 40.
Can power build, of course.
I think a grunt got blocked in, right?
Oh,
it couldn't lock him in.
huge moments for Lin. Farm killed, Headhunter saved, Grunt maneuvered out of the base, and 40 is so low on lumber. How are you building anything at tier 2?
Yeah, this is really tough early. This looks like Farseer Headhunter days of old. Farseer Headhunter show up and you just suffer for a good long while.
How are you able to get out of this? Constantly threatening the lumber economy. That's the weak part. The new Achilles heel of human. No lumber mill either. No lumber upgrades. 40 is in a rough spot, but humans have a decent chance to recover always.
Needs another farm to start the MK. That's the biggest reason why you go for fast tech, to get a fast Mountain King. 40 is a bit underwhelmed. He's making the farm only now. Very late. Had to cancel the rifle to start the MK finally. Oh, 40. Starting to slip a little bit.
Lin with a gorgeous decision to go for exactly this harass. 5 minutes in, level 1 Archmage. Not good at all. Farseer also hurt, but it's fine. He can't be reached when it's controlled well. And then at home, the heal selves are waiting for him.
Down to less than 20. AM also hurt.
Rifle Picked off almost. Archmage is shocking around.
Farseer! He's in Stormbolt range. He doesn't know that the MK is late. That's so greedy. That is so greedy.
Rifle! Oh!
Oh my god. How
wow.
close is everything here?
Yeah, man, this is down to the wire. Can he reach and kill that Farseer? Maybe even saving mana, trying to block. Great control by Lin. Farseer. Can he escape? Archmage is here. Was a little late. Oh my god.
Stormbolt, can he surround the grunt? It would be big. Not quite.
Wow. The gamble where you had to move after that stun duration is over. TC is coming to the rescue. And now he can heal up. Oh.
Okay.
What a mid game.
That was a tense early part of the game. MK out on the map trying to snipe an item from the Magi. Oh, but Lin is right behind him.
Need something big. There's no chain lightning here. Lin gets it with the Headhunter. Item goes to 40. All right. But there's so much army. And this Mountain King is clearly underleveled.
Yeah, 40 getting punished hard for this 2-farm tech play. Really, really strong start by Lin. Now seems to be in control of the mid game. And this is, of course, where we see the Orc expansion.
And that will carry the game home, will it not? Monkey Bomb 21, thank you for the 5-month resub. Thanks for casting these games. Thank you for watching. 3,000 people more or less. 2,500 watching these games now. Amazing. Lab creep. And Lin is again here trying to counter this.
Useless item for 40. The Skirted Bone Chimes. Only gonna be useful when sold.
Can 40...
It's gonna be level 3 very soon.
Yeah, can 40 bank on a strong Mountain King? Getting caught in the middle. Lin's Farseer movement and positioning is outstanding.
No, two armies eyeing each other up. 40 has got the supply lead right now. When the priest and the rifle join, and he calls militia, I think he will be favored in a fight. But of course Lin has the heal scroll.
Lin getting baited? No. Too much brain to fall for a trap like this. There's no need for him to force the issue right now. His expansion is growing and growing and growing.
At 50 supply, the rifle caster army is pretty damn strong, especially if the MK is leveled. He's not leveled too well yet. He got the steal with the right click. Oh my god, the Farseer.
Can just shake my head in disbelief. The timings are out of this world. The focus creep steals of yesterday are Lin creep steals of today. Not even the Murloc is allowed. Lin's sanity fully activated now.
Oh, long Stormbolt. Lin will take this fight. He's got the Stomp. Lands a decent one, not a crazy one. He got slowed down there by the Sorceress as well. MK getting ensnared instantly. He's a pass TP, but needs to be careful with the Stomp.
Ooh, there was a hair too late. Oh, the cooldown was still there. Town portal out. Archmage hurt. He needs healing ASAP. And this is the moment where you're supposed to threaten this Orc expansion. But Lin keeps him busy on the opposite side of the map. And 40 is walled in.
Had to double click TP there, of course. Unfortunately, create a little pocket for himself. Supply block now still. 40 still with decent amount of gold though, and I think he can afford the next heal scroll, meaning it should be ready.
Yeah, it is. Otherwise, it would be shown in the overlay that it's not.
Also got an invul. 40 is lacking levels, but army and items are looking good.
An Ankh on Lin, as well as level 3. 40 going to the shop. Unwilling to push without level 3, but he's still quite a bit away. Long rifles there, so is the spell. Lin waiting in the wings. Whenever Fortitude is showing up at his base, he's already there. There's no town portal on the human.
And then very smartly abusing the low mobility here. He knows the main base is a vulnerable target right now. Costs a lot of mana as well, though. TC's out of juice. Certainly can't fight here. He will have to TP out.
Damage is done. A footman was supposed to be split to the peasant line. Can't reach. Mountain King's target is the headhunter. Of course he knows. He has no business here. Fortitude's water elemental is losing the war against the other water elemental. Now footman harassed, but a bit too late.
Alright. 40 heading across the map. This fight will most likely decide the game. Decide our winner to move on in the upper bracket. Does 40 have enough? He's got only double level 2, but he's very close to the level ups.
Supply is even. Double heal scroll against one heal scroll. Mana potion on the TC. Still the scroll of the beast in the inventory. Level 3 Mountain King unlocked. Now level 2 aura and you're set.
Alright. This is it. Now it comes down purely to execution. Scroll of the Beast is so good. That's a ton of damage. TC's feeling the damage right away. He's got the Ankh. He may need it soon. Comes in range for the Stomp. Beautiful connect.
Mountain King trying to get the kill here. Needs it desperately. Ankh is gone. Archmage level 3. Footies are falling in the meantime. So is the Rifleman. What a bloody exchange already. Raiders are falling quickly. TC in the middle of everything. Speed scroll on Lin, but he's not moving too much here. How much impact does the Mountain King still hold without mana?
Mana potion, more storms ready. Lin might have just barely enough. The TC needs to be careful as well. Has the invul potion though. He's close to level 4. Lin getting more kills. 10 supply elite now for him. And of course he's got the expansion. Running! The longer this goes, the better it is for him. And there's hardly even any slow, it seems like.
Oh, there's the Stormbolt. Is that an X Factor? The TC might be sniped. No, decides to go for the clap to take care of the grunts. And another speed scroll here. Lin is so ready. He's so prepared. Level 4. Kodo survived. Mountain King in dire straits. So is the entire human army. What a money stomp! He got them all! Insane! And if there's another chain lightning, this Mountain King will fall. Shop control on Lin. A heal scroll is so good. And it's available now. If he gets that heal scroll, the game is over. It might be over already.
Level 4 Farseer now as well. And he's killing basically everything on the retreat. Almost only the heroes for 40 make it back home. And Lin's army, somehow even despite this fight, keeps growing. 66 supply. Wonderful fight by Lin. Bought the time needed. Had the expansion running. The advantage then on his side. Lin again showing his brilliance.
Invis potion on the TC. 40 doesn't know where exactly he is. Aiming for the centerpiece again. No TP. Can't pass the invuln. And the chain lightning rocks it. 40 out of the winner bracket. Lin with the head scratch celebration. Winner bracket final is Happy versus Lin.
Oh man. The new double daddy is showing how it's done. Wonderful play by him. Sick group stage. Amazing play here in the playoffs as well. Lin into our top 3 along with Happy, where they simply belong.
Whew, it feels like this series was decided on Echo Isles. That proxy bestiary panda push turned the series around. It was Fortitude's map pick. He lost it. This is where Lin won the series. Extraordinary gameplay here across the entire day. It started with Happy Kaho, with one of the greatest Night Elf micros we've seen all year. Happy's coming back with a reverse sweep, and this just bare knuckle box fight between Lin and 40, and it remains true in the big tournaments, in the big matches. Lin is still a hair better than Fortitude.
Fortitude's still alive, of course. Down in the lower bracket now, he is popping into, I would say, a very manageable second round lower bracket. Fly versus Infi gonna be duking it out round 1, but whoever wins there, I think 40 should clearly be the favorite moving on. Fortitude could still certainly make top 4 and maybe even